Written by Fareed Zakaria. The Middle East, a region perpetually simmering with tension, has once again reached a boiling point. Recent events have pushed Iran and Israel closer to the brink of conflict, raising fears of a wider regional war. The assassination of key figures, the fiery rhetoric of revenge, and the palpable military build-up all point to a dangerous escalation. Understanding the complexities of this volatile situation is crucial for comprehending the potential consequences that lie ahead. The recent assassinations of Fuad Shukr, a senior Hezbollah commander, and Ismail Haniyeh, the political leader of Hamas, have sent shockwaves through the region. These high-profile killings have not only stunned the local populace, but have also drawn international attention, highlighting the fragile and volatile nature of Middle Eastern geopolitics. While the perpetrators remain unidentified, the finger of blame has been pointed squarely at Israel. Speculations are rife, with many analysts suggesting that such precision and timing could only be the work of a state actor with significant intelligence capabilities. Both Shukr and Haniyeh were considered crucial figures in their respective organizations, holding immense sway and influence over their followers. Their strategic insights and leadership were instrumental in orchestrating various operations and maintaining the ideological fervor within their ranks. Playing pivotal roles in the ongoing struggle against Israel, their efforts were seen as vital in the broader resistance movement, and their absence leaves a significant void that will be challenging to fill. Their deaths represent a significant blow to both Hezbollah and Hamas, not just in terms of leadership but also in morale. The loss of such prominent figures is a psychological setback, potentially demoralizing their supporters and operatives, and their loss is deeply felt within these organizations and among their supporters. Public displays of grief and mourning have been widespread, with many expressing their sorrow and anger through protests and vigils. The assassinations have ignited outrage and calls for vengeance, particularly from Iran, which has long been a staunch supporter of both Hezbollah and Hamas. Iranian leaders have been vocal in their condemnation, promising retribution and rallying their allies, which considers itself a protector of both Hezbollah and Hamas. This protective stance is rooted in a complex web of political, religious, and strategic interests that bind these groups together. The killings are seen as a direct attack on Iran's sphere of influence, challenging its authority and undermining its position in the region. This has significant implications for the balance of power in the Middle East, and a provocation that demands a forceful response. Iranian officials have hinted at various forms of retaliation, ranging from diplomatic pressure to potential military actions, further heightening tensions. The stage is set for a dangerous cycle of escalation, with both sides preparing for possible confrontations. Military build-ups and strategic posturing are becoming increasingly evident, signaling a readiness for conflict, with the potential to spiral out of control. The international community watches with bated breath, aware that any misstep could lead to widespread violence and instability, affecting not just the region but the world at large. Iran's response to the assassinations has been swift and uncompromising. Iranian leaders have vowed to avenge the deaths of Shukr and Haniyeh, promising a response that will shake Israel to its core. The rhetoric has been fierce, laced with threats of devastating consequences. However, while Iran's desire for revenge is undeniable, its ability to deliver on its promises is constrained by a complex web of factors. Iran faces significant logistical and technological limitations that restrict its options for retaliation. Its military capabilities, while formidable in the region, are dwarfed by those of Israel. Furthermore, Iran must carefully calibrate its response to avoid triggering a wider conflict that could engulf the entire region. The balancing act between satisfying domestic demands for revenge and avoiding catastrophic escalation will be a delicate one. The red flag of Jamkaran, a symbol of vengeance. Adding to the already tense atmosphere, a red flag was recently raised above the Jamkaran Mosque, a significant Shia shrine in Iran. This act is not just a mere tradition, but a profound statement that resonates deeply within the Shia community and beyond. The Jamkaran Mosque, located near the holy city of Qom, is a place of immense spiritual significance, and the raising of the red flag here is laden with historical and religious connotations. In Shia Islam, the red flag symbolizes the blood of the unjustly slain and serves as a call for vengeance. This tradition dates back to the early days of Islam, particularly the Battle of Karbala, where Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, was martyred. The raising of this flag is a powerful symbolic act, underscoring the depth of anger and the seriousness of intent within Iran. It is a visual representation of the collective memory and grief of the Shia community, a reminder of past injustices and a call to address current ones. This highly visible display of religious fervor further inflames the situation, adding a potent layer of symbolism to the already volatile mix. It serves as a constant reminder of the demand for revenge and places additional pressure on Iran's leaders to respond decisively. The red flag is not just a symbol, it is a rallying cry that unites people in their shared sense of purpose and determination. The sight of the flag waving in the wind, especially against the backdrop of a dramatic sky, evokes strong emotions and a sense of urgency. The raising of the red flag is a clear signal that Iran is not backing down and that the stakes have been raised considerably. It is a message to both domestic and international audiences that Iran is prepared to take action. The presence of the flag at the Jamkaran Mosque, a site visited by thousands of worshippers, ensures that the message is seen and felt by many. It is a powerful reminder of the historical grievances that continue to shape the present and a call to action that cannot be ignored. The red flag, with its deep historical roots and potent symbolism, stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of resistance and the unyielding demand for justice. Wings clipped. The limitations of Iran's air force. One of the key limitations facing Iran in any potential conflict with Israel is the state of its air force. While Iran possesses a sizable air force on paper, its fleet is largely outdated and consists of aircraft that have been in service for decades. Many of these planes are relics from the 1970s and 1980s, and despite efforts to maintain and upgrade them, they fall short of modern standards. Years of international sanctions have severely restricted Iran's ability to modernize its air force, leaving it with a collection of aging aircraft that are not only technologically inferior, but also suffer from maintenance issues. Spare parts are hard to come by, and the lack of access to advanced technology means that Iran's air force is often forced to rely on outdated systems and makeshift repairs. This has resulted in a fleet that is not only outmatched by Israel's technologically superior air power, but also less reliable in terms of operational readiness. In contrast, Israel's air force is one of the most advanced in the world. Equipped with state-of-the-art fighter jets, including the F-35 Lightning II, Israel's air power is both modern and highly capable. These advanced aircraft are supported by cutting-edge avionics, weapons systems, and electronic warfare capabilities, giving Israel a significant edge in any aerial confrontation. Furthermore, Israel's air force benefits from continuous training and exercises, ensuring that its pilots are among the best trained in the world. Another critical factor is Israel's sophisticated air defense system. This multi-layered network includes the Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow missile defense systems, which are designed to intercept and destroy incoming threats at various altitudes and ranges. The effectiveness of these systems has been demonstrated in numerous conflicts, where they have successfully neutralized a wide array of aerial threats. For Iran, this means that any attempt to launch an air offensive against Israel would face formidable obstacles, as its aging aircraft would have to contend with one of the most advanced air defense networks in the world. The combination of Israel's advanced fighter jets, its robust air defense network, and Iran's outdated air force creates a significant power imbalance that severely limits Iran's ability to strike Israel directly. This imbalance is further exacerbated by the fact that Israel has a well-established military-industrial complex, which allows it to continuously develop and integrate new technologies into its air force. In contrast, Iran's defense industry is hampered by sanctions and a lack of access to international markets, making it difficult to keep pace with advancements in military technology. As a result, Iran's air force remains a weak link in its military capabilities, limiting its effectiveness in any potential conflict with Israel. The implausibility of a ground invasion. Given the geographical distance between Iran and Israel, a ground invasion is highly unlikely. Such an undertaking would require a massive logistical effort and expose Iranian forces to significant risks. The Iranian military would have to traverse vast distances, crossing multiple international borders and facing heavily fortified defenses. The sheer scale of such an operation makes it logistically and strategically implausible. Moreover, Israel possesses a powerful and battle-hardened military that is well equipped to repel any ground invasion. Its forces are highly trained, well equipped, and possess extensive experience in urban warfare. The prospect of engaging in a protracted ground war with Israel would be a daunting one for Iran, making this scenario highly improbable.